Hi, I'm making a junk journal from scratch. Having a chat as we go along. I'm only trying to use up the things that I've got here on my desk because I have this big box of stuff here and some scraps there, and I really want to clear them off my desk a bit. So I'm going to try and make a junk journal with pretty much only what I've got here and on my desk. So I've got quite a lot of things that I can use up, which looks like junk to other people, but it's not to me. I thought this would make a nice start for a junk journal, but I need to thicken it because it's only that. It's not very thick at all, so I need to thicken this first of all. That's the first thing I want to do, and it's all going to be as we are working on it. You know, whilst it's here. I don't know if that's big enough actually. That's a shame. I need some more card, but I can use that. Let me see if I've got more card. In fact, I know I've got more card. I just need to find the right card. The right size. Also not the right size. I'm just chucking bits out on the floor now. Okay. That should be the right size, is it? Oh my gosh, nothing fits. That's just about. Just about. There should be some more though, somewhere. Nothing fits. Everything's too big. Look at this. Nothing fits or is not the right size. So I'm going to have to wing it. Okay. So which one's better? That one. Okay. Could I bend this over a little bit more? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I could cut it in the middle actually. That would work better. And then put something in the middle. Okay. Literally going to try and just make something up as I fly. So I've got my window open. I'm in Kent. That's where I live. You are going to hear noises that are from Kent. You are going to hear birds and all kinds of lovely things. So, you know, buckle up maybe. I always find this bit the most boring bit, if I'm honest. It really is, for me, quite tedious. That's a shame about that. I want to keep that too. Oh, there's nothing big enough. Oh, you'll do. You will do. Right, so there. How about that for excellent, what's the naming there? Excellent measuring, Laura. Great job. Great job. That will be perfect. Okay, I need to find my tape. I don't know where my other white tape went. So strange. How is everyone? Anyone here? Oh, hi. Hello, everyone. Can you hear the plane outside? I live very close to a small airport, and the airport, you know, regularly has parachutists, and we have a person that hires out Spitfires, so we get Spitfires over very regularly. And yeah, it's quite fun. They renamed it Lashenden during the wartime. So I am going to glue this on. I normally use wet glue and then let it dry. Oh, look, I need to take that bit down as well on that side. This is just to strengthen this, otherwise this is far too weak to be a journal cover. I'm wondering how to do a poll. There you go. Ah, there we go. Ah. So there we go, that is that bit done, fitted in there, and now I'm going to do some gluing. I'm really hoping our building work is finished behind us, because it's, oh my gosh, it's so noisy all the time. And they are elite houses, so there's no, you know, social housing. And we've already got a lot of elite housing around here that nobody's buying. So we've got an incredible amount of houses already. So I'm not sure why we're buying more. We have no, it's designed for older people apparently. Although I'm a bit upset it's targeted for 50-year-olds, because I'm nearly 50 and I'm certainly not old. Not in any way, shape or form. No, no, no. No, no. So hopefully this is going to be a start to finish journal. So I'm going to pop that down with a weight, because that's just going to flip up. And that's going to go down with a weight, because that's going to flip up. Okay. Try and get this on flat-ish and straight-ish would be a nice idea, wouldn't it? Okay. That's that bit there. This, I'm going to leave these as my tuck spots, but that does need to come over a tiny bit. Or I could just cut the edge off a little bit, couldn't I? There we go. Better. Right, now then, I need paper on the top here, but this is going to be just to cover that bit. So let's see what I have got here that I could use to cover the middle. Could use that. I want something quite pretty though, I think. Let me see. Like that. Needs to be quite large. Have I got a large piece of something? Oh, tissue paper, that's not going to be good enough. Oh, map. Oh, I don't think that is a map actually. Oh no, I know what that is. I need to keep that. That's an old recipe thing that goes with my Runtoff jars, they're called. I've got that. I have got these, but I kind of want to keep those for pages. There's an aeroplane. I don't know what that one is. Sounds like a Cessna. Cessna? Cessna. I don't know. What does it sound like? A plane. This one was one of my 12 on 12 envelopes I started, so that one I am going to keep. I wanted to do the, you know when you use up your ink pads, I wanted to use that and then you put water over it. It didn't quite work out like that, so that's a bit frustrating. It's a bit frustrating. There's going to be lots of rummaging, I'm afraid, because that's how we're going to get down and find what I want to do. So I think those are my biggest pieces. Look at this. I mean, how can I throw that away? That's so cute. That was a plant stick. So these are some of the things that I could use in here. Just trying to think up which ones I like the least. So I'm going to use this bit, I think. And then I'm going to turn it upside down because I like the other side. Okay. Some of this is going to be hidden behind this flap, which I think would be a shame, to be honest. Let me see if that other one's got some yucky on it. Some yucky. Something I don't like quite so much. I've got a dog barking. There seems to be so many dogs down here. And I don't, you know, we get more working dogs here because obviously we live in farm areas, but it's not as many as I'd like. Oh, this is one I started. This is cute. Have some butterflies, couldn't I, going straight onto the card? That might work. Let me think. There it goes. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. It doesn't matter too much if it's patchworky. It doesn't matter. Hi everyone, I can't see who's here now. Hello everyone. Where is everyone? I think I got something wrong. Live chat. Hello to everyone's there. And I really don't know who I can see that's joined in, so hi everyone. So that bit. Let me glue this down here. I do have to take a tiny bit off the top. Oh, my rotary cutter. There it is. Crash, crash. Just a tiny bit off the top. Perfect. Glue that on there. Find my glue again. So I do have a habit of putting things down and they all disappear. Oh, I don't know what that means. I haven't done anything. Rotate my device back. I don't think so. You can tell I'm not very good at this. Oh. No, I don't know what's happened there. So I'm going to be going in blind. So if that rotates the wrong way again, it rotates the wrong way. Hello. Oh, Michelle. Michelle Tangley. Has it gone off? Oh. Nope, I don't know. There you go, you should be back. The annoying thing is the delay on this is just so mad. Oh, you are? Hi. Let me try and definitely rotate you. Nope, I don't know, I'm afraid. So you're upside down. I apologise. I literally just knocked something and it's gone, so I'm sorry. That one, and then I'm going to have this bit here. And you won't see any maybe that one actually. Okay. You won't see this under here anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, I'm indecisive. I don't know what to do. She is cute, actually. I like that. And I like the random butterfly there. That's cute. Okay. Okay. Now, if I'd used up my non-scraps, I would have had a whole sheet and it would have looked so much neater, but I am trying to use up pieces that I have. So, yeah. Junk journal right from scratch. I'm going to let that dry a bit, and then that is the middle there. There. And then there is another one, which is there. So I've given it a slight shape, but I need to sew this. I'm going to, I don't know whether to sew or tape down there. Actually, I think I'm going to tape. I'm going to have one tape, which is going to be mermaidy tape, I think. Or this one, actually, because this is terrible washi tape. It just never sticks to anything, so I'm going to use this up because I don't like it very much. So yeah. Oh. Hi everyone. It's nice and quiet here now. There is the end. Okay, doing this a bit back to front, but there you go. Gluing it underneath. It's a bit like, do you know, remember we made the curly stuff? I was making that yesterday. I was making lots of, you know, the plasticky metallic ribbon that you can curl with scissors. Yep, I was making a lot of that yesterday. Okay, a bit. Cool. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to do a bit over there as well. This is turning out to be quite girly. I'm not quite a girly person when it comes to things, really, but, you know. Ooh, cat hair. Okay. Right, now is the time to turn this into a spine journal. So I'm going to move my bits down and I'm going to drag my sewing machine out. Or old sewing machine, it's only up here. I've got so many lovely bits and pieces. So I've got one that's a bit sweary, so but my friend gave me that. Isn't that cute? An ATC card. There you go. She doesn't mind sharing her address, by the way, so that's an old one from my best friend. That I loved. I'm going to use that somewhere. Recipe cards. That I really want to actually keep recipe cards. Caroline on the Hillside. She's lovely. Some lovely cards. A lovely tag. That was from Caroline. They're just, you know, quotes. This was funny because well, not funny, but serendipitous. My mother-in-law passed away a long time ago, and that was her name. So I keep meaning to buy my husband. And there's my bees I did with the Crafty Cranker. She does fodder Fridays, and she shows you how to watercolour. But these were lovely. No, so I'm going to move those out of the way. Off you go. I've got some random bits here that I don't know, I just get drawn to rubbish, really. Lid on. I'm hoping I've got enough cotton just to make it through, because I can't be bothered to refill. Please, 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 please. It's one of my least favourite jobs, is doing the bobbin. It really is so tedious, I find. So I'm going to sew all the way around here. Just in a simple stitch, I think. Let's see how I get on with that. I've got to find my... Oh, pedal. Come here, pedal. Oh, not yet. Right, stitch here. I've not caught the end there and I got a bit distracted and come off the edge. That's fine. A little bit more to do. I don't mind a bit of distraction, it's fine. Distraction's fine. Okay, now I'm going to try and sew the spine on how I want it. And then there. Okay. This gets a bit tricky because I've got to try and fit the book one side and then the other. I'm trying to be a little bit more precise with this. I don't know, they're playing there. That's not my children, that's next door. They're playing hide and seek, I think. They're very young as well, there's 3 of them. Oh, I think I just about made it. Perfect. Okay, let me loosen that up a bit. Put that back. My cat's trying to get in the window, which is quite funny. No, you can't get in the window. Right, so that is, I think, my spine. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to cover some of these pieces here. Now I need to think about a closure of some sort. I shouldn't have put my thing back, should I? What have I got in here that I can turn into a closure? Let me see. How is everyone? Hello? I'm going to have a nice drink of water, actually. I'm so thirsty. I've got a thing where I grow sunflowers every year. And every year I give my children that I look after a sunflower. And none of them ever tell me how big they get. So I'm coming to the conclusion that they don't actually look after them, which is a bit sad. I've got that. That could be a good closure, actually. A bit of ribbon there. Well, that was for... I keep finding little bits and pieces. Well, I would, wouldn't I? But see if there's some fabric. No, I think that's too dark. At the moment, I'm going with this. There's going to be a lot of junk in this one, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't make it too trashy, but I'll... I think it's going to be that one. Okay. It's going to be that. Oh, that could be a cute kind of flower, couldn't it? Okay, got an idea for that. This needs to go back over here, and then I can start filling it, I think. So let me see. I'll cut there and there. Okay. think I've sewed that upside down. It's okay, it's scrappy. It's scrappy. It's scrappy. It doesn't matter. I am stuck. There we go. Right. So now I need to cover up these bits here. Not long enough. The rest of this I think would be cute. I don't know where my other big clip is. There you are. Okay, let's see if this works. Crash. I'm crashing everything off the thing. Let's turn that off before that one goes as well. Okay, and then I'm going to do this side too. Oh, I think I need some more. What have I run out? No, oh, that's a pain. I run out. I did. I wonder why I wasn't sewing. Such a twit. Told you I hate this bit now. Told you I hate this bit now. Oh, I had a notification today. It's full of fun. I don't know why it's full of fun. Fun me doing bobbins again. Right, let's see. so fast my cotton went flying off the back then. I've got to find my cotton. No. Oh, thankfully, didn't go too far. I was thinking he went round the back of my table, which would be a disaster. Right, that will actually do, so that's fine. Off we go. One bobbin done. I wondered why it hadn't attached. Trouble with eyesight, huh? And I love my machine. It's usually so quick for me to just go. And that's a good thing I find with sewing machines. Once you get used to them, it's so easy to do normally. The only thing with this machine is I don't know why it just continues sewing when I take my foot off sometimes. Only when I've been doing it for a while. It's a bit strange. Clouded over again now. Oh yeah, you can use it. It's my son asking permission to use a tuna, aka the last of the tuna.
There was another tin in there.
There was another tin in there. Yes, he's allowed to use tuna. Oh. Right, let's put that back on. Thread that up through the bottom. Nope, that's not worked. Why has that not worked? It doesn't seem to be capturing that across there for some reason. Have I got you? Not sure. No. Why? She says, Howlett, I know my sewing machine, I know how to use it. It's so easy. That's it. Got it. Right. Let's go. Spaghetti-o. Let's try this again. And it's weirdly stayed in place, so it's alright. Nope, this is where it's going wrong. Right, let me pick that off. I've gone too fast and I've attached that to there. There we go. I don't mind the extra rips. Let's get rid of some of this because it's getting tangled. Da-da-da. Some's okay, but we don't want too much. Okay. Okay. I don't mind these extra spots actually. They're fine. I don't mind these extra bumps and lumps and things. So it's a junk journal. That's how it's supposed to be. Boom. Through there. longer to sew that than I should have done. Just going to put one more across the top because it's quite to the edge. Just because I want it to be really safe. Okay. Okay. And this next one I want to be quite thin. Shame of that, I think, could be a little covered up, unless I just do a little bit like that. Small weird tag, or a halfie, or something. I'm not sure. I kind of like the story here, but I do need to cover this up. Give me a second, I'm thinking. Thinking and drinking. How about if I did it that way, actually? That works. And then that can be, yeah, okay, I'm going to do it that way. Okay, that makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I've got there. Might look a bit weird to other people, but I got there. Doop. So that's going to go on there like that, and I'm going to put my tick there just to keep it straight while I sew this bit, which is going to look a bit weird for a minute, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Perfect. Done, done, done. I'm done with the sewing machine for now, so that can go back. Right, I'm going to glue this down here, but I'm also going to use some other glue as well. So I've got that there. Oh, I need some glue on that as well. Glue on this bit and glue on this bit. I want to use a tinky bit of this kind of glue. Tinky is a proper word. And I'm going to put something under there for the time being so it doesn't dry. Okay. I'm happy with that so far. Okay, looks great. Put that to one side. That is my cover made. I'm just going to have a quick break for a minute. I'm going to get some coffee. I don't know if everyone else gets coffee. And I want to see how to change my thing. How to change my phone orientation in live mode. Rotate the screen on your iPhone. Yeah, I've done that. Tap the portrait orientation lock. Let's see, shall we? I don't know. I've changed it and I've changed it back and it just stuck that way. So it's a shame because I just knocked it and it was fine and I haven't, done anything to it. So I'm going to get a coffee. I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to come back in a bit. was nice. The coffee is back. Excellent. Well, it tells me to just do that, so I don't know why. So forgive me. It's all I'm saying. I do not mean to be upside down or back to front at all. I mean, I could be anyway, couldn't I? Don't do that. There's a bit of a delay all the time. Always a delay. Right, so let's move that to one side. I'm back, I've got my coffee. Now is the fun part, I think. I can make a signature to go in it and ephemera. So I've got lots of little, that could be cute, that bit. And another one that's, could I leave that as a folder? I think if I do it that way, then I could have it fold out, couldn't I? That would be cute. So there's some. That one I wanted to keep, so that can go to the side. Right, let's see, shall we? What can I use as pages? Let's go. Oh, I found my gold paper I was after. Excellent. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, that's got to go in there. That's got to go in there. Chickadee. Quite a few grey bits. Blue envelope. Piece of boring paper. The blue envelope. Oh, yeah, one of them. way. I think that might do. Maybe that. Let's see what I can do. Perfect. No, I don't want the boring one. Can't really use that because that's usually being used 2 places. It's a shame that. Let me think. Could be. Let me scribble out my address first. And that can be covered up, that's fine. I want all of that. Have a brown envelope in there, that would be perfect. And got this one. Good. And that one. And that one. Okay, let's start putting this all together. It's going to be very junky. Okay. What one do I want to be the first piece that I see when I open? I think something very pretty. Maybe. I'm just going to do one signature, I think. Oh, I don't know what to do with myself. Blue in the middle would be fun. I think I'm going to cheat and machine sew this one. I am definitely going to machine sew this one. So it's all going to be different sizes. Just because that's how I like it. Should I put that bit down like that? Actually, I think just because it's fun like that. I'm going to have blue there. like a big page over the top, so let's pick that one. Oh, let's get this. Blue. 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 That one. That one. I might use this subtle one as a front page actually. A map. When you're making them, they don't have to be, you know, even at all. You can have that in there and that going there. Map. Then what did I want? I wonder where did my fold out one go? That was it. It'd be good fun to have a fold out one, I think, but I couldn't remember how I sewed it. Like that. And then that comes out. But I have to move that out of the way. Otherwise it gets sewn. Yep, I like that. I like that. I like that. There. That's cute. And then I think that's going to be my last one. Okay. Do I want one more actually? I think I will have this one. Also as a random piece. Okay. Okie dokie. Then that can go, trying to see where it looks a bit odd. I think that needs one in there. And then if I move that up, I might be able to have a blue window. They're not all quite. Okay, let me try something else. Let me move that up that way. Let's see. Does that work? Almost. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with almost. I definitely like this as the first bit. Okay. Okay. I think I've got there. I think I'm getting there. Move that down. There. I'm going to trim that bit off. There. 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 Okay. That is quite chunky. Now I'm just going to hope it stays roughly in the middle, which it probably won't do, because I'm rubbish. Clips. Clips everywhere if possible, but I don't know where they're all gone. Let's use my butterfly ones. They are not the best, but they will do. So clip that one together on there. Clip, clip, clippity, clip, clip, clip. Now I could use, you know, do a 3 pamphlet stitch. I think I might actually do that instead of the sewing machine. Just because. So measure that signature roughly in the middle. I am not going to be that fussy with it being exact. I never am. It comes out okay. So where are we? I've done most of that. I can't believe I've done a journal so far. Okay. Now on this I can just be rough and go 1, 2, 3, there we go. And then hope it's kind of in the middle. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see what cottons I've got in my scrap. These are not scrap, by the way. Ooh. chewy at the moment. Needs to be long enough. That might be okay. That might be okay. Oh, that's got to go on, hasn't it? That was a hair clip. And maybe that somehow, I don't know how, would be cute on there. I don't think that's going to be long enough, which is a shame. Neither, that is too thick, I think, but there we go. There we go. There's certainly some bits in there I can use. Did I tell you I spent 3 months trying to find a lost jigsaw piece so I could pass the jigsaw on to someone else? Couldn't find it, passed it on, it's long gone, and then all of a sudden I found that. And it's in a place that I'd already found. I mean, how is that? Yeah. And my oil is getting rusty. Too big. Maybe. Okay, just 3 then, so roughly in the middle. Make sure I don't stab my life away, 1. And then I'm going to go out here, and then I'm going to go there. And then the same distance apart again, roughly. Okay. Come out. Which one is longer? That one. Do I want the string on the outside? I think so. So I'm going to start at the back. One. 2. And back through there again. Trying to avoid the lace, the string. Oh no, did I do this all? No, good. So I have to go that way next and then go back up. I do get it wrong sometimes. Okay. Then back through the middle. Back through the top. Pull that through at the back so it doesn't get lost. Okay, give it a pull. Give it a pull, give it a pull. Then we're going to go da, da. At least that's what I do. Back through. And then give that a pull. Okay. The knots. Unless I've got a longer bit there, I use that one to do knots. Oh, they're having a bit of a fight now. Okay, this is the fun bit now. Bit of a tidy up. Not much. Butterfly off. Butterfly up. Fly away. Fly, fly, fly. Oh, what's that one under there? You, of course you are. You through there. Perfect. Okay. Journal made. Let's have a quick flick. Okay. Off we go. Perfect. And a double tuck spot there. This I might put something down just to even that because it's not very straight. So let's go. Right now I'm going to start filling it with ephemera. Give it a little tidy up here. It does overlay a bit there. It doesn't matter. It's more the bottom bits that I like to tidy up a bit. Cute. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I think that needs a bit of work there, I think. That's not so bad. Okay. Bit of a tidy up. And let's go. Now let's see what I can make with this. Let's go. I have got some really lovely pieces of card. And I've got some boring pieces of card. So, I'm going to see what I can make first. But first I'm going to have a mouthful of coffee and a mouthful of water. Now it seems to be quite blue and fairy-like, so I'm going to pick out some pieces and see what I can do with those. Got lots of cards to use up. If I can use up some of these bits, that would be great. Some of these scrabbly bits. Oh yeah. Lots and lots of scrabbly bits. Sunshine. Right. Let's see what I can do with that bit first. As we go along. Let's do it as we go along. So my first page is, I've got a little tuck there. So that would be nice. I'd like to make a thin tuck to go in there. Would you fit? I think they're probably a bit too big. Nope, you fit fine. So let's make something for that. Where did I put my rubbishy pages? There. There you go. Oh, I like the Snow Queen. She's cute. Candles. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hot air balloon. Some lace. There's more lace. Pink. Oh, there's another Snow Queen there. Fairy. Okay, I think that will do for now. Let's see what I can come up with this bit here. It's just literally covering things. Now, making some belly bands, tuck spots, etc, etc, etc. That's better. Let's put that on. Ooh, too much glue. Too much glue. I'm pressing too hard, aren't I? Let's get that a bit higher. No. She's nice. I don't know if glue holds this fabric on though. Just want to have a go. Definitely don't need that much glue. Come on, behave. Mm-hmm. It's like an air balloon, obviously. I think this butterfly is too big. It is. It's a shame. The butterfly is too big. Should get some more of that off. Maybe does that cover that bit up? Kind of does. Ooh, covering up too much of my music notes. I don't want to cover up my music notes too much. Oh, I'm so sticky now. Okay. I'm using a little something here. Oh, so sweet. Also, just get all these tiny, stupid things out that are annoying me. Okay, I've got so many little scraps I just don't want to throw away. That's nice, but it's too big. These are going to go in there, I think. Oh, that's my seed one. I'm sure it's a new one I bought this year. Okay, these are literally just bits and bobs with not a great deal going on. About that on top. No, I just need a bit of something there. So I have got this little box, this little tub of something or others. Teeny little stamp. I made a bunch of stamps and flower pots and all kinds of weird things. See if I can find a stamp that I like there. Duh. Oh, that's a person. That's just a bit weird. That one. That one's a bit strange. Someone at the seaside? No, I think I like the little person in the end. I like that one. Okay. She didn't steal them, apparently. Okay. So... Oh, there's a gem. Okay. One. Trick is to make it even, is there, but I'm hoping not to clip the bird at all. So I should have done it the other way, but there you go. Which I have done, but never mind. Okay. That doesn't look very even because this goes down at an angle, but it's fine. I am not going to ink around the edges. I could do, but what colour? I'll do blue inking for a change. I'll change my pad over. I think I'll use those. All of mine have fallen out of the pot, which is very helpful, of course. There we go. New pad. And then I'm going to stamp it and put, should I put this little lacy fabric bracelet through like that. That looks messy, but okay, I guess. That one might work better. Either way, I need to find my thing. So I got one of these single hole punchers, much easier than using, this obviously this is broken, so you can't be used for anything else, but it might work as a tag like that, mightn't it? Not sure how that's going to stay together. Could staple it, I suppose, if I can find my staple. I quite like it, but I'm not entirely sure. This might do. So let's cut a piece of this. Oh no, I said I'm going to use this. I've got lots of bits of blue. Perfect. There we go. Ooh. Okay. And the only thing I am going to use that's not recycled is these. What colour am I going to stick with? I think I should stick with... I haven't used... That one goes well, doesn't it? Romeo and Juliet. Swan Lake. Rather Than Love You. Oops, tiny bit of that. And of course that's a good way if you want a different pattern, is just to cut your things, and you can, doesn't have to be straight if you don't want them to be. Move that over there. There we go. So that's one tag done. Fit in here. It should fit in here nicely. So let's go. There we go. Okay, so the next one's going to be a piece in here. Let me see, I might just put a piece of paper in there, or some of these pieces of paper, some grey pieces. That's what I might do. I might do a thing. I know what I mean. A little pile of things. Husband nearly got a football in his head then. Dad was very close. Oh, where is it gone? I've seen something that I think would work. Right, so I've got those that I made that are embellished, and I have got, sorry, embossed. And I've also got, I don't know whether this will work or not, a nice anniversary card that I don't use anymore. So that could go in there maybe. I'll turn it upside down and put something in the middle. That could work. Okay. No, I don't keep all my anniversary cards. That's just a bit strange in my opinion. There we go. There's that. I quite like the back. Could you write on that? You could. Okay. Okay. Maybe a... something that goes down that way. But I want it to go that way up because I'd like to hide the piece there. I do like to find my stapler. People keep taking it, honestly. Drives me a bit balmy. Haha. Nobody took it. It was me. Okay, let me try and make that a bit more straight. Or ish. No. No, I'm not going to. Deliberately not do that. Yeah, it's quite hard to do that one. I should have not done that like that. There we go. Let's do about half. I have no idea where this grey paper came from, but it's the most boring colour. Good for making a sky, maybe. Okay, did I do all those? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, make sure that's upside down because I want the flower to be peeking out. It is. Perfect. All a bit random and higgly-biggly and not straight. It's fine. And out staples. Find some staples. Do you know the annoying thing on here? I used to be able to see who was talking to me, or not talking to me, who was live with me, and now I can't, so that's a bit sad. So I have this here I want to cover up. Or what can I put on here? No. That's too big though, so pretty. That's going to go in there, I think. No, okay. I might just put some of these on over the top then. Cover it up a bit. Let's find some nice colours. And I'm going to be random with these. They can go on. Oop. don't know why I cut white ones out. White has to be the most boring colour that I picked ever. Some little screen printy ones. Plain green, look at that one. There's a lot of trash now. There's a lot of trash. I was thinking I was going back to work on on the bank holiday Monday, but I misread it wrong, so I was like, yay! Thank goodness for that. Alright, next one. Okay, I'm hoping you can see because I can't see what's going on. There we go. Is that better? Okay, so that's the second one with a little two. Perfect. I'm just going to trim the edges on this again. I really need to put my things that I use in one place. Okay, that needs something. Not sure what. How big's that butterfly? Butterfly's not good enough. Alright, thank you. That would work well. Thank you. This is totally on the fly, messy, junk journal from as much of this box as I can handle. There we go. That I'm going to keep as a plain paper. That I think. That. There's quite a few bits there that I like. This I'm going to cover up this with something. What can I put on there? I'm thinking that needs a pocket at the bottom, so let me see what I've got that fits that. Let's move all of these bits and pieces out of the way. That should fit actually. That's quite small. I know what might want. Yes, darling, this is just... This I inherited from my nan, the whole kit, and I was just using it up. I didn't use the kit in the end, so she hasn't used it and I haven't used it. So, in my opinion, there's not much point in keeping it, if I'm honest. Okay. You have to measure roughly where that goes. I'm going to have a mouthful of coffee because it's going, it's getting a little bit cold, I think. Where have I put my scissors now? Oh, I'm going to end up with a big pile of scissors. So a rough guess is going to be it. Put you to one side. What I need to do is put some of these bits back in. There you go. And that's slightly less cluttered then. Just slightly. Doesn't even feel like I've used anything. It still looks the same. How's that work? There's a small cut there. It's okay. Okay, that's it for a bit. With my trusty clamps here and there. Have a coffee. Okay, coffee time. With cat hair, obviously. Coffee and cat hair. That's how it's looking so far. Excellent. Cool, huh? I like it anyway. Put there. I like this. I'm going to add something to this, I think. This will definitely have something, double pockets, I think. Look, there's pockets there. Okay. I'm sure one of the envelopes was a double pocket as well. Another one. I'll have to have a check of it. I'm just going to go and do something on the television. Oh, right, still going. Oh, it's gone quiet again now. Got the aeroplane. Oh, right. Right, that should be dry, but I have a bit of a gap here which is easily filled with dust. So I'm trying to use up bits I don't like very much. So this is the least sticky washi tape I've ever had in my life. And as it's sparkly, I'm not really into sparkles that much. So try and get that down as neat as possible. Okay, and it hides a multitude of sins, that little washi tape. I need to guess roughly where it's going to be. About there. Oh, it's not very even. Needed a bit more. Never mind. Something here, obviously. Ooh. She's cute. Yes, okay. I wasn't going to try and use up these things because they are, you know, but she's nice too. So I might put her there and turn her into a pocket, I think so. If I can't find something else I like that's more trashy than this will be going on. I thought I did have some trashy butterflies. Let me see. Nope, I did have a trashy hot air balloon, which can go there just as well. Much as I like the trashy, because obviously it's missing the corner there. Cover up that little bit there. It's cute. And then I'm going to make, this does need to be something in there, I think. Just goes really well with that tie-dye. Okay, and it can go in there as a little note paper. And then I'm going to have, that goes well with that. Perfect. Hides that little bit there. Wonderbar. I might go around that with white though, actually, just to. Or not, because my lovely pen's drying out. It's drying out a bit. The vaguest hint of whiteness. There we go. Just to get that done. This again. There must be something about fly high or something. Oh, go away. Let me move that out of the way. Cloud. To a star, a wish waiting. Sky gazing, I think, might be the best. Is it? Did I only have 2 blues? Well, 2's better than nothing. Okay, now I need a card to go in there. Let me see what I've got and what I want to use up. Some pink. How about I use up some of my boring... Where did it go? I thought I had some more of that grey. Bigger pieces of grey somewhere. Maybe not. Grey, and then I've got that nice tissue paper I made somewhere. a box with tissue paper. Ah, there you are. That might look quite cute on top of the grey because it's a bit boring, this grey. So I'll just play with some tissue paper that I had. So I think that might look quite nice on there instead. But let's try and make this straight first. Ish. Ooh, discovering my scissors again. You're all there. Okay, let's put things all in one place if possible. Done. I don't know how much of this pile's gone down, if I'm honest. It doesn't look like anything. Does not look like anything, but obviously there is, so I could probably make 3 journals out of this rubbish I've got here. Maybe that's what I should do. Make more journals. All dry clear. Da, 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 da. Where's my corner clipper gone? Nobody knows where it's gone. Oh. Banana-rama. Make sure there's no glue on the other side, obviously, otherwise it's going to be a disaster. Trim that off a bit more. A tiny bit of glue there because that's loose. Ooh, it's really overcast now. It looks like it's going to, I don't know. Rain, maybe. Okay, let's see how we get on with this. Cutie. Cutie, cutie, cutie. Love it. I love it. That's cute, huh? Love that. Right, so I'm happy with that one, happy with that one, happy with that one. That's fine. This, I think I'm going to extend somehow. just so it kind of comes out there. Let me see what I've got to make an extension of some sort. That's nice. I like this. Is that big enough? Just about. Look at that. Okay. I should have that under there. Okay. Do. Now that extension I'm going to cover with something. Rummage. No. Perfect. Some more of that. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. Right. I think I want that to be a cluster, but that needs a bit of strengthening down there, so I'm going to pop that over the top like that. Like that. Could do a side cluster, couldn't I, somehow? No, that looks weird. I need to think about that one. Until I make this a side cluster. Side tuck. I think I might do a side tuck. I might do it as a side tuck. Let's get down there. I'm wondering whether I should have covered that back up a bit with something, but I don't know what. Oh, I do think my tiny bits are going down a bit. Maybe not. Well, that one's going to make into an ice cream cone. Look at that. That's the downside, unfortunately. I find everything where I need it out of other things. Find beauty in everything, that's what I mean. So, should I put a tiny little side top there? Yes, that works. And just because this is really old, I feel a bit sad for that. And at least it'll get used. And it goes well with that colour, so no. How about I'm going to put a little tab on that, I think. Pull tab. No. Ooh. That's cute and it works as a thing, but it's not going to fit in there, is it? It's a good colour for it. No. No. That's some of my splatter ribbon left. Ooh, I have this tiny bit of this paper. That was a tiny scrap of something or other. For some reason I kept it. Okay. I'm not going to do two. If it fits in, it fits in. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Then no. Okay. I'm really not going to do this one. I'm not going to cut it or pull anything. Like I said, it's quite old, but you can still use it. Still write on it. Ooh, it's not very gluey though. Not good at gluing. Okay. Quite like that there as well. Let me see if I've got some more. Let's put you together. More of these in different colours would be quite good fun, I think. I'm wondering if there's like a cutting machine that makes actual labels. There must be, mustn't there? I'm going to have to look for that. It's probably pricey. I have to look on Vinted. There's some nice cute things in here. There's one of those. No, Christmassy ones. Don't want Christmassy ones. Let's see. Oh, Dumbo. Oh, found another hot air balloon. That's a scrappy one as well because I didn't like the colour. So that's come out okay too. That would be cute, but I don't know if it's written in. Bit of pink. Okay, let me see. Or less plain then, wouldn't it? And then I could have... Did the unicorn get written on? Didn't, but it says Christmas, so that's not much use, but I could undo it. Not now. Okay. Would the unicorn stick out there? I'm going to cover it up anyway. It's going to get too silly. So I'm not going to fuss too much. I'm going to put that in there like that. I'm going to make a little square one, I think, with a tab on the side. That's going to be Funby up there. Right. Scissors. Okay. Oof. Oh, I don't know if I do have another one of these. Is it smaller? Oh, it's bigger. Right, perhaps if I just cut this a bit smaller. Like yay, so still a bit smaller. It's good fun like that. Right, I am going to go and put the kettle on again because I need to go to the bathroom. So I'm just going to leave you to run and listen to the birds for a bit. I know it won't be very long. Normally I would turn you off, but obviously I can't turn you off when it's live. So have a look through there so far. Have a look and see what's going on. I'm going to leave that like that. Okie dokie. And ignore the clutter, obviously. There we go, back again. Coffee done. Right. I found my other bracelet as well. I'd left it by the blooming sink when I was washing up. Crazy. Okay, there. That tuck in nicely. Does. Just about. That's cute. I like that. I'm not going to actually put this on there, but I'm going to use this. And I want some colour there. So where did that ghastly ribbon go? There we go. Tiny bit of that. I am going to have to go because my battery is pinging to tell me I have a very low battery. So I'm going to show you what I've done so far. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do another live to finish it off. How does that sound? It's a shame my battery uses up so quickly. Okay, yep, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Now then, let me show you quickly what I've done so far. Move this all out of the way in my scrapper wrapper. I do like that in there. Perhaps I am going to put the unicorn in there. At the back maybe. Like that. I'm going to put a little bit of paper over that so you can't see that that is a Christmas card, but it's going to look like that, okay, because I like the little unicorn pony. Right, so I have made this entire journal so far. This was an old book sleeve where the book had long gone, or the other way around. This is just ripped off and it was never done. I have, inside I glued card to that and then some paper that I liked, and then sewed all the way around it. Apart from this bit is a tug here, was an old card, turned that into a cluster, and then I've got another little card, little tag here, some nice paper. I like how that's peeking out there. Lots of writing paper tucks here. This is tissue paper I made. This was some tie-dye I made from ink pens, felt pens and on filter paper. This I made into an extension. I've got to cut that bit off there. Some little tags. That's a very old piece of card, but it's only the edges that are broken, so it's not bad. Got some little painted paper there. Let's say double pocket there. Ooh. And that's how far I've got so far. So tomorrow I do think I'm going to make another live journal. This should be a pull out. It is. Look. There. And this is a double top spot here. Here, and the flowers. So that ties up as well. So that's really cute. That's what I've got so far. Anyway, thank you for watching. I probably am going to come on tomorrow at some point. I'm not sure when. But I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.